Okay, so as you can probably tell, we are still in the UK. It is late September and we're leaving in a couple of days to head back to Spain. Good guess. I asked you guys if you had any questions for us, and quite a few of you have come back with some questions. We'll look at tackling a few of those in a moment, hopefully. We've had a fantastic time. We've been on some amazing courses. We started out with the 4-day practical instructors course with the Institute of Modern Dog Trainers, epic course. We went to the 5-day practical puppy course with Chirag Patel. Again, really pleased that I was there. Got loads of support while Fizz went into a kind of fear period, if you like. What else have we done? We did the FFTT, the first one in the UK. It's gone really, really smoothly. That's Force-Free Trick Trainer certification. We've done scent work, we've done recall workshops, we've done loads and loads of stuff. And I've got to say, thank you to all of the hosts. You've been fantastic. I've had a very, very good time and I'm very lucky to do what I do. So thank you very much. I've recently announced that I'm going to be speaking for the Institute of Modern Dog Trainers, which I'm really, really happy about. So if you're interested in any of those courses that I've spoken about, then send an email to info@imdt.uk.com and hopefully we'll be able to give you a little bit more information. Right, so questions. I asked on the Incredimail page if anybody had any questions, and I've had some brilliant ones come up. So this is from Angeliki Macri, and she says, hello, the change of environment and a different place she would sleep and rest, did it change her behaviour, e.g. making her nervous? So for those of you that don't know, I've been doing a tour around the UK when I picked up the pup, and it did have an impact. I think it had a positive impact. It's made sure that I have stayed on top of things. It's given us the opportunity to socialise with things that might have been too far out of my reach had I done it from one base. So yeah, it has changed her behaviour, but for the better, I think. Laura Simpson Hall, how did you treat any car sickness? Luckily, I bought from a breeder who invested time in making the crate a good place, as well as taking them out on travels. So I didn't have any travel sickness. So very happy with that. If there wasn't any, how would you have treated it? I wouldn't have invested in a breeder that hadn't bothered doing those kind of things. Tracy Ryan says, what difference do you think it may have made if Fizz had done all the socialisation from a single home? Exactly the same. I think it's been a positive thing that we've managed to go out and visit so many different places. It just wouldn't have been possible had we done it from home. Jane Arden says, what have you done or not done that was specific for Fizz as an individual that may not be suitable, advisable for another puppy? I really think appropriate socialisation is a very individual thing. So what did I do? I suppose nothing out of the ordinary really, but around week 9 she went into a fear period, which is what I think was a fear period, and she went from being quite sociable to quite reactive in the space of a day. Horrible feeling, and I'm really glad that I was surrounded by people that understood and could support me through it, because I think that's important. So what did I do for her? I used a vest which had in training written on it, and that vest was from a company called Dylan's Den, and it made all the difference in helping her get over her reactivity. In the space of 1 week, she was up to meeting people again and no problems at all. But I thought that was very, very important. Melanie Stride says, I would like to know if you've had any unexpected challenges or anything that's come up that has changed how you would teach puppy owners in the future. Nothing so much as change how I would go about it. Maybe socialisation. That would slow right down. Because I used to talk about exposure, and I now believe that it's quality over quantity. So it's taking your time, building up the right associations. And and that, you know, those sensitive periods of socialisation, they're more flexible than we once first thought they were. So yeah, just make sure you get out there, make sure you do the socialisation, but don't rush through it. You don't have to do it at a rate of knots, if you like. Siobhan Leons says, the biggest training challenge so far, what's the biggest training challenge been so far, has been puppy biting. Wow, just monstrous puppy biting from her. Second question, the easiest training challenge so far, hand touch. Epic. She was on it straight away. Brilliant girl. 3, the biggest Raising Fizz training surprise so far. I suppose the biggest surprise is that we haven't had many house training mistakes. In fact, we've only had one, and she's now 15 weeks old today. Woohoo! How Fizz has changed how you think about training puppies. I sympathise with new owners much more. You always forget how hard raising a pup is. Number 5, which of your dog training heroes would you like to invite to spend an hour working with Fizz? Oh man, what sort of question is that? How can I answer that?